What if you could sit across from anyone in history, look them in the eyes, and ask them one question? Just one. Albert Einstein, Cleopatra, Jesus, Hitler, Leonardo da Vinci, your great-great-grandmother. Who would you choose? And more importantly, what would you ask? Because in this reality, we've built a machine, not for time travel, but for one perfect conversation. And your decision might change everything. Let's imagine a breakthrough in 2061, a leap in quantum echo simulation, the creation of a technology called the Oracle Engine. It doesn't raise the dead. It doesn't resurrect bodies. But it gives us something even more powerful. Consciousness. A mind perfectly reconstructed from historical records, personal writings, predictive AI models, quantum impressions in the fabric of space-time. You get one session, one historical figure, one unfiltered answer. It's unhackable, unscripted. And yes, they know they're dead. They know they're speaking to the future. This isn't just a scholar's tool. It becomes a ritual, a rite of passage, a question asked across time. 1. The most asked questions. The Oracle logs every session. And the trends? Fascinating. To Jesus, are you who they say you are? To Hitler, why? To Lincoln, would you do it all again? To Socrates, what's the meaning of life? To Cleopatra, did you love Caesar? Some answers are profound, some shockingly mundane, and occasionally terrifying. One user asked Julius Caesar, was it worth it? He replied, only if you're the one holding the knife. 2. The global obsession. The world goes all in. Historians, theologians, teenagers, presidents. Muslims ask the Prophet Muhammad about doctrine. Scientists consult Darwin on modern genetics. Activists ask MLK about today's civil rights. One woman asks Joan of Arc what it felt like to burn. The Oracle becomes a global mirror, a source of closure, of controversy, of capital T truth. Entire religion collapse. New ones form. Some reject their answers. Others build their lives on a single word. 3. Dangerous consequences. Then things turn. A dictator asks Genghis Khan for military strategy and uses it. A cult consults Tesla on building an energy weapon and succeeds. A conspiracy group channels George Washington and claims he denounced democracy. But here's the twist. The Oracle isn't always consistent. Ask the same figure twice. Get 2 different answers. Why? Because memory is shaped by context. Because history is fractured. Because even consciousness is fluid. So people start to wonder, is the Oracle Engine revealing truth, or just holding up a mirror? 4. The ethical collapse. Things spiral. Courts try to subpoena Aristotle. Politicians quote Lincoln's Oracle session to justify war. Parents ask in Frank for parenting advice. Billionaires bid millions for private sessions. Some become addicted, speaking to hundreds of voices from the past. Others, they fall in love. With ghosts, with phantoms, with voices that can never love them back. The Oracle stops being about truth and becomes about projection. We're not learning history. We're rewriting it through our questions. 5. The personal dilemma. Eventually, the Oracle becomes public, and now it's your turn. One figure, one question, one chance. Would you ask your ancestor, why did you leave everything behind? Your idol, would you be proud of us? A villain, do you regret it? A stranger, did your life matter? But once you ask, that's it. No redos, no edits, no follow-ups. And their answer might inspire you, might devastate you, might change you. A group of philosophers once asked, what's the one truth all of history agrees on? The Oracle paused, then answered, not with words, but with silence, because across millennia, across empires and cultures, the only thing shared by everyone was uncertainty. So, what if you could ask one question to any historical figure? You might get truth. You might get perspective. You might get exactly what you need. or what you fear most. But the real power isn't in the answer. It's in the question, because the question you ask says more about you than about them. So, who would you ask? And what would you want to know? Tell us in the comments. Let's build the greatest question archive in human history. And hit subscribe, because next time on Possibility Engine, we're asking, what if dreams could be recorded?